Hey, grade 3 and 4. Today we're going to talk about the second half of our guided reading book, Extreme Animals. This is the one, so if you don't have it with you, maybe you would like to get it out and stop this video until you found your book, and then you can look at the video again once you have your book with you. You need to turn to the middle of your book. We already dealt with the first half, and now we're going to talk about the second half of the book. And this one is still talking about extreme animals, but this time it goes through all different groups of animals. So they're going to talk about reptiles, about water creatures, mammals, insects, and birds. So we have 5 different categories of animals over here. And they're still going to keep the same theme. They're still talking about extreme animals. So the examples within each of these categories are all animals that have something that is extreme about them. So the first category they talk about is reptiles. And they have 3 different reptiles that they talk about. They talk about snakes, they talk about lizards, and they talk about something that looks like a small lizard called a tuatara. And the interesting thing is that every one of the reptiles they talk about has something that is pretty special about them. And that's something that you have to figure out for yourself as you read the book. Then the next category they talk about is water creatures. And this time they've got 5 different water creatures that they talk about. And again, each one of them has something that is very unusual or different about them, which enables them to be categorized as an extreme animal. After the water creatures, they talk about the mammals. And again, the mammals that they have chosen all have unusual facts about them that again make them extreme. Once they've gone through the different mammals, then they talk about some insects. And here too, they go through various different insects, 3 of them, and every single one of the insects they mention has something unusual about it. Following the insects, the last category here, they talk about the birds. And again, they have about 3 different birds that they talk about, and every one of them has an unusual characteristic. That's a hard word to say. So once you finish reading it all, I think it would be a good idea to have a pencil with you so that you can underline the thing that makes the animal quite different, the unusual characteristic that they have, or the unusual ability. It's good to underline it. And when that's done, I would like to turn you toward this work page. And it's in the same package as where you found the last work page that you did for me yesterday about comparative and superlative adjectives. This one is in the same package. So over here we have what's called fun facts about reptiles. And I've done one of these for you already as an example. I listed the snakes, the lizard, and the tuatara. Those were the 3 examples they gave. And then I wrote down the things that make it unusual here. It's in point form, so it says snakes, never close eyes, transparent eyelids. That's one example. So when you're done the reptiles, then it has here fun facts about water creatures. So name some of the water creatures, at least 3 of them, and give one of the facts that makes it very extreme. Then you do the same thing for insects, and at last you do something about the birds. List 2 or 3 of them in each box and tell what is extreme about those different animals in their groups. When your assignment is completed, then I would like you to take a nice sharp picture and I would like you to post it on Seesaw.